whip one up in no time.
For sure. Why isn't it working? I don't get it. Why isn't it working? I don't get it. These parts are
Так,
safe
всем
for
привет, с
sure.
вами Нафиса, вы на моем канале. Всем
I can't
приятного
decide whether
просмотра.
pyro slimes taste
А
better
мне
with salt and
хороших
pepper
игры.
or garlic and herbs.
Игры. Так, я давно не была в игре, даже я сейчас теряюсь уже. Не знаю, с чем начать.
Why
И
isn't it
даже
working?
кнопки, как нажать, чего нажать. Так, пляющая легенда. 5 дней. Это хроника переменчивых стратегий. 2 дня осталось. Давайте вот это пройдем. Таблица. Что это такое? Таблица испытаний. В каждом испытании хроника переменчивых стратегий будет один тематический персонаж. Вам предстоит сформировать 2 разных отряда на основе этого тематического персонажа и пройти 2 части сражения. Тематический персонаж получит мощное усиление в соответствующем испытании. Во время испытания вы должны побеждать постоянно появляющихся врагов, чтобы за отведенное время заработать очки. По окончании испытания, в зависимости от счета, вы получаете награды. В каждой из частей испытания есть рекомендуемый тип элементов. Вы получаете бонусные очки за победу над противниками в этих испытаниях только в том случае, если включите в свой отряд персонажей рекомендованных типов элементов. Когда Вариса попадает по противнику атакой в падении, ее крит урон повышается на 45%. Эффект длится 6 секунд и может складываться до 2 раза. Награда испытания такая-то, 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 такая-то. Тут есть... Это враги, да, наверное, вот эти враги. Первая часть, вторая часть. Отмена. Так. Ну, давайте. Ага. Ага. Так. Книгон Зекта. Это подойдет. Это возьмем. Или вот эту возьмем. Я не знаю, смогу ли. Давайте тогда. Что вот это возьмем? Кстати. Угу. Так. Ну чего ты? Чего ты? О, я помню эту игру.
It's my lucky day.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Way ahead of you.
Up and away! Yeah! Headbutt! Smash down! Justice o'clock!
Make way for the Adeptus! Yeah!
Empty space. Be moved.
Swift as the swan.
Let's get down to business.
Headbutt! Hero incoming! You wanna stand down! Charge! Dip! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah! Headbutt!
Seize the skies!
Hills be gone!
My lucky day.
Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Running late again. Ultimate flying kick! Charge!
Я думаю, все нормально. 700 очков, бля. Это на обычной игре.
Antenna! Red beam strike! Hero incoming! Right! Right!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Right now, I'm always watching. Emerge.
Justice will prevail! Stop right there!
You wanna stand down! Justice o'clock! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Everybody stand back!
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge.
Drop your weapons! You asked for it!
Е, Первое очко я взяла. Надо 2. 2000 очков. Так, 2000 очков. Первый час, когда персонаж активирует на противнике реакцию горения дендра и перо, сопротивление этого противника понижается на 40%, 5 секунд. Вторая часть, когда персонаж активирует на противнике реакцию бутонизации или цветения мастерства стихии всех членов отряда повышается на 50 единиц, а урон от элементальных навыков и взрывы стихии на 40% в течение 5 секунд. Если в отряде есть только персонажи, рекомендуемые очки будут над противником увеличиваться 100%. Хотя вот с этой девочкой я не умею играть, который на второй, последний. Усиление испытания. Когда книж попадает по врагу элементальным навыком, его крит урон повышается на 30%. Эффект длится 6 секунд и может складываться до 3 раза. Первый час, когда персонаж активируется на противнике, реакции горения дендра и перо, сопротивление этого противника понижается на 40%. На 5 секунд. Второй части, когда персонаж активируется на противника, реакцию бутонизации или цветения мастерства стихии всех членов отряда повышается на 5 единиц, а урон от элементальных навыков взрыва стихии на 40% в течение 5 секунд.
Locked on.
Neutralize!
Ой!
I got him cornered.
Let's light it up! Going in! Extract! A little ambiance!
Locked on.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Russian floral! Reconstitute!
Target acquired.
Especially not when it's measly insect!
500.
Try and stop me!
To the Lord of the Night! I got him cornered!
Your soul in sacrifice! Ready, go! Remember, wait! Let's ride!
Rise from the sun! Rest from the sky!
Oh, glory! The Deadwood Blaze Dragon! Hey, go away! You Blaze, you're up! Let's trip! Carving waves!
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle! Yeah.
To the Lord of the Night!
Glory to which none can compare!
Блин, это получше, чем в предыдущий раз. Ладно, хотя... Ладно. 2000 не получается в каждом, да? Да. Тут можно заработать до 4 стоит даже. Блин, кто вот зарабатывает, я не понимаю, как можно здесь можно заработать. Я даже не знаю. Я даже и не знаю. Нафиса сидит на своем стриме, как всегда, одна. Сама по себе.
Let's get down to business! Bow your head.
Goose on the loose! A little remove boosh! Yeah, yeah!
My lucky day!
Let the world
Shower me with praise!
The tide is beckoning. Let the mighty be humbled. Silence. Let's get down to
a burst with flavor!
Aligning, echoing song! The show begins! Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
be sanctified.
Блин, 2000 не вышло.
Your coming was foretold.
Blaze over.
For the eternal.
Game's up. Game's over. Quiet now.
А! До 3000 не дошла. Хутау, 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 хутау.
Nice and spicy.
Rise!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan, it's lost over.
This is order.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Eat this. Boba, get them. Time to go.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
By royal decree. Commit it to memory. Yeah. Let's ride. And this way. Make yourselves at home. Hey,
Take this.
Game's up. Fun's over.
share my knowledge. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Let's shred. Carbon wave.
Here comes the catch. Quiet now.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Here comes the cash.
Не хватает чуть-чуть на 3000. А тут 4, да, надо? Ой, нет. Ой. Тирин-дирин. Тин-тирин.
Ready.
Commit to memory. I summon thee. This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Grow, grow, grow. This may hurt a little.
Hunt them down. Loaded.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Oz, reveal thyself. Wings of darkness. Come, sever.
No rest.
Aye. Help!
Evil, shoot on sight. Ready.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge. By royal decree.
Midnight phantasma.
Price this on for size.
Loaded.
Grow, grow, grow. Temple of Wisdom.
Ой, эта команда вообще. Бедолага. Да, бля-то, меняйся уже!
Right now. Emerge. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
A sight to behold. Right now, emerge.
Quietly now. Here comes the cash. Evil will shoot on sight. Shoot. Time to testify. Loaded.
Let my name echo in song. Nothing lasts forever. Right here, right now.
Game's up. Fun's over.
2000 нет. Это позорище.
We'll have order.
Things are about to get dicey. Wrath from the sky! Rev the engines! Rev the engines!
Attack! Feeling lucky? Hiya!
Light of the blazing sun! Light it up! Full throttle! Ka!
A proper send-off! Hey there! Watch out! Ha!
This is order.
Game's up. Time's over. Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
Ай, ужас.
Rise to the sun! Rev the...
Sha! No touching!
Attaboy! Ha! Ha! Cha!
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Suffer the wrath of Eastly! Get to work! This is long overdue.
Wrath from the sky! Rev the engines!
Fulfill our pact! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Blaze over! Access denied.
Who wants some of this? Bam!
Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun! Light it up!
Так, вот что смогли сделать. Где-то там заработали 1000, где-то там 2 и так далее. 3000 еще даже не заработали. Там много еще тренироваться, сидеть и копаться, где можно еще больше заработать. Я даже не знаю. Не знаю. Так, у нас... Фу-фу-фу-фу. Подарочки какие-то там к нам пожаловали. Мгм. Так, в сообществе что-нибудь есть? В сообществе. Должно быть что-нибудь, как-нибудь, что-нибудь, чего-нибудь, хоть-нибудь. Динь-динь-динь. Динь-динь-динь. Дан-дан-да-да-да-да-дан. Да-да-да-да-дан, да-да-да-да-дан. Что тут надо делать? Что тут надо делать? А что тут надо делать? Кстати, промокоды. Никаких промокодов. Вот один нашла. Ой, нашла промокоды. О. Да ну. Нашла промокоды. Так. Есть. Есть. Ой. Так, давайте посмотрим почту. Ха-ха-ха, 100. 100. 100. 100. Все по 100. Так, я еще раз посмотрю. Еще раз посмотрю. Угу. Так, это все. Ой, еще один вот. Сейчас, секундочку. Все будет. Все будет. Так. Было бы время, чтобы заняться с такими вещами. Ушами. Ой. Ой, я уже все. Это уже... Так, ладно. Ты... Я давно не играла, кстати. В этот раз вообще ничего не выполняла. Так. Ну что, многого сегодня-то собрали. Надо еще у Дэнса. Так. Отменить я не буду, я ее буду прогонять. Кстати, у нее вот это оружие должно быть у меня есть. Рыженькая. Полезнее ничего не было отдать. Полезнее. 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 Не было отдать. Ничего. Все потратили. Так, давайте историю прочитать. Молитва, хроника. Кофе. Так. Блин, жалко. Оружие. А, нет. Ее оружие еще не выпало здесь. Мне кажется, ее оружие в другой сервере, в другом сервере. Ну, здесь нет. Так. Ну чё? Так, погодите, я хотела вот эту проходить. А, это 9 дней. Вот эту хотела проходить. А, я уже прошла его, да? Так, и здесь прошли. Вот здесь столько, блин. Вкусняшки, но сегодня я туда пойти не могу. Не могу. Оп. Ой, что это было? Кстати, вот это тоже я не доделала, да? Мне надо его закончить. Мне надо его закончить. Вроде как-то начинала, вроде бы, да, начинала играть, а потом уже забыла про нее. Так. Ага. Так это значит в подвале. Подвал, говорю, подземелье.
So, who is this Escoffier, anyway?
Well, for starters, she used to be she recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg. Safe to say,
She's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history.
Gateau de Boer? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food.
The Fortress of Mirrabede?
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
So that's what happened.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then, you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, Chef.
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you,
For what? Like I said, I just don't want...
Firmont. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something—
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky. Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at...
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied Unbelievable! I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Wait, she looks like... Is that a Scot?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
that's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then, that banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guards' list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated but you took all the blame. We all know what, and now look at you.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on, it's not that bad.
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I...
Monica, I'm fair. Besides, at the end of the day,
If only Savannah was happy.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No.
So, you do remember... Escoffier? I thought you'd left...
what happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a.
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the...
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world, and only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former? Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right?
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift, to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking...
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me,
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the float. Adventure time! We go! Adventure time!
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's...
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius, and over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hôtel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels?
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hôtel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gato do the talking. It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself. Even however much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art...
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is... Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished...
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without sending juices flying all over the kitchen. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using a kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Hammond's never used anything this weird before.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we...
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely. Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much, and not... That didn't count. I was experimenting. Get with it, Escoffier. Everyone's watching. And voila! Now it's your turn. not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure? Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel de Boer's current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop! How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu. Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it...
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass...
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Aww.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar.
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last hope.
8 points.
darn. That's
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
What? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Boer, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bourg?
I have not. But I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out.
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't and even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes.
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to
But what if you can't find another assistant?
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... well, this is the...
You do this for us? Thank you
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next for Ma. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway,
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the Traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Alright, if you insist. Then prepare for some of the finest... That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to...
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Why, Savannah? Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And the copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, yeah, maybe. Still, if we were, at least she was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come. I wonder if with his good friend and co-founder of the story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured. Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life, and that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story, just one rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy. Even unlikely, it's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Так, это очень долгий квест. На сегодня уже не могу сидеть, выслушать их. Так что продолжим завтра. Завтра еще по чуть-чуть поиграем. Будет или завтра.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
На сегодня все, наверное, пойду у Катрины тоже заберу. У Катринички заберу. Все. На сегодня. Надо сходить еще к бездну. Ой,
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
к чайнику.
Thank you for completing today's
Да.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Блин, не могу я потратиться. Нет времени сейчас потратиться примагемов. Так, в чайник заберу на халяву. Скоро спать лягу. Завтра еще рано утро на работу.
This realm is truly...
Так, изготовить. Блин.
If you ever have any questions...
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Oh, ow! Where did that... Benny's Adventure Team, or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Так, ну и все тогда. Больше ничего не
Benny's
могу
Adventure Team,
сделать на
assemble!
сегодня. Блин, единственное, я могу вот сюда подойти и доделать кое-что насчет сегодня. Это самое короткое задание. Блин.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Так, ну все. Всем спасибо, кто досмотрел.